Welcome back, Embers, or if you're new here, welcome to the Campfire Crew. My name is Stone, my pronouns are they, them, and today we are doing my project Level Up. So, the last palette we had in here is my Big Cheese palette. If you see me looking down, it is just at my sticker covered notebook. Perfect, there we are. So, this is what this palette looks like. I'm just grabbing something to cover it. I guess we're using a sock. I don't know. That's what I have on hand. So this is what this palette looks like. And if you can look closely, there's a couple of shades with X's in them because that's what I do with shades that I am not keeping. But let's go through this. So let's start with the first shade. I'll have a picture up as we go through. The first shade is Gouda. I used this once since rolling it in. So I still have 2 more uses. We're on level 3 if you don't remember. And based on that, you can probably tell that we're not leveling up. We're pretty close, I would say, but we're not leveling up this time. I just stopped kind of using makeup for the last couple of weeks. I've just not been feeling that great, kind of espresso depresso, hoping that the good weather, now that it's finally nice out, makes me feel better. And I have plans to hang out with one of my work friends on Wednesday, and I went for a long walk today, so hopefully I feel like putting on makeup more. I'm also DMing now, which is a lot of work. Anyway, Blue Cheese is the next shade, and I believe, yes, I used that 3 times, and that is a really pretty green. It kind of looks like some other greens that I have in my collection, and usually that would be enough for me to get rid of it, but I like green, so I'm going to keep it. But we have that one that has the uses I need. The next color is Swiss Cheese. I used that 1 time, so I have 2 more uses left on that. After that is Mozzarella, which I've used 3 times. I actually used this as a blush a couple of times. I can't remember how I feel about it though. I feel like I say this a lot about colors that I use as blushes. I just don't remember how I feel about the blush. But I did buy a lot of blushes with a gift card that I got for my birthday, which was in February, but I finally got to buying something with it, and so I might not use this as a blush anymore. Either way, I am going to keep this shade along with Blue Cheese, and I have used it 3 times. Cottage is the first shade with a giant X in it. I used that 1 time before deciding I didn't want to keep it. It is just too similar both to Cheddar, which is already in this palette, and to a shade in my Carnival 3 palette. And it's just so similar, and I don't need it. I don't even use that shade that much in my Carnival 3 palette, so I just felt like I didn't need it. Monterey Jack is the next color. It's a matte yellow. I used it 2 times, and even though I have this color in the palette that I did last month for this project, I like yellow, so I wanted to keep it. It's a good yellow. I like it a lot. I think I actually like it more than my NYX palette yellow, so I'm definitely keeping it. Next we have, and I used Monterey Jack, if I didn't say, 2 times, so I need to use it 1 more time. The next color is String. I used this 1 time. I have nothing really to say about it. I do not remember it at all, honestly. Then after that we have Cheddar, which I used 2 times, so I need to use it 1 more time. But it's a really pretty shade. It's very similar, like I said, to Cottage, but it's just a little more interesting of a shade. I just like it better, so I decided to keep that one. Then we have Mental. I feel like I can never pronounce this because I don't know that cheese. I actually originally X'd it out because it's quite neutral, but this is the shade that made me realize that I actually do like neutrals, but I don't like warm neutrals, which is very strange because I like warm tone fun shades like pink, orange, yellow, red are all some of my favorite shades both to wear and to wear on my eyes. I love those colors, but a warm brown I hate, and yet this kind of cool tone brown I really like on my eye. Also, if you're noticing my swatches, that is because I just filmed my Pan Those Palettes video, and these are some swatches from it, so don't mind that. And the last shade in this palette is Roquefort, which is actually why I kept this in, even though last year when I tried to do this project, I only got through level 1, which was this palette. But I really didn't know how I felt about the shades left in this palette, especially this one. I wanted to see if I still wanted it because I really didn't make up my mind in one use. But apparently the second use was enough because I decided I hated the shade. I used it on my lower lash line, but it was just so bad. It didn't show up. And usually for me, anything on the lower lash line shows up just because of the density of the brushes that I use for it. So if it doesn't show up there, I was like, I need to get rid of this. So we got rid of 2 shades in this palette so far, and I have quite a few uses left. But this month we should be able to level up to level 4 and get a new palette in here. So that's exciting, even though I didn't level up this time. Next time we'll definitely have it. And then before I forget, let's talk about my pan percentage, which I didn't write down, so give me a second. I will write it down and then I'll let you know. Okay, like last month, I'm actually going to put the pan percentage in the comments on a pinned comment of mine down below. I forgot to write down last month's, and usually I just add the new pans I have and then subtract how many shades I got rid of, but since I don't have last month's, I can't do that. So I'm going to write down last month's and then this month's. It'll be in the pinned comments below. Anyway, we don't have anything new to roll in. We're still working on this. So that's it for this update. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!